It always began with an invitation, a private jet, a handwritten note, and the promise of power. For decades, whispers swirled among the elite. There's a place off the coast of St. Thomas where the real deals are made. It wasn't in boardrooms or war rooms, but on Little St. Place. James, an island owned by a man more myth than mortal, Jeffrey Epstein. They called it Orgy Island. Others, more quietly, referred to it as the Devil's Chessboard. But no one talked about the temple. Atop a hill surrounded by palm trees and vultures, it stood, a cube-like structure striped blue and white, topped with a gold dome that shimmered under the Caribbean sun. Locals said it had no windows, only one reinforced door, barred from the outside. It was surrounded by statues of ancient gods, Poseidon, owls, seraphs, with blindfolded eyes. Construction workers were sworn to silence. Those who questioned the layout were fired or vanished back to the mainland. One contractor told his wife he'd seen a tunnel entrance under the temple. Not a basement, he whispered, a labyrinth. He died 3 weeks later in what police called a boating accident. Behind the locked temple door was a chamber covered in obsidian tiles, black velvet walls, gold fixtures, a small bed, a sound system, cameras hidden in every corner. Rumors said it wasn't just a music room, it was a blackmail theater. Everyone who visited was watched, filmed, cataloged. A guest list existed, or so they said, a book with names of billionaires, royalty, scientists, and spies. Some came for pleasure, others were brought for leverage, and some were taken. More than anything, the island seemed to trap the forgotten. Girls from Eastern Europe, Haiti, even the Bronx, promised modeling contracts, scholarships, visas. They were flown in under fake names. They were never on the manifest. One survivor said the temple had no echo. The walls drank sound, she said. Another described a ritual room underground, where figures in masks read from Latin texts and played recordings backward at midnight. She said one girl never came back up the stairs. In 2019, when federal agents raided the island, they found something curious. A steel hatch hidden beneath the floor of the temple. What lay beneath was never released to the public. Some agents later reported being reassigned. Others went silent. One FBI agent, weeks before testifying, was found dead in his garage, suicide, they said. One leaked photo showed a corridor with scorched walls and the number 322 spray painted in red. A reference? Or a warning? On August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell. Officially, suicide. Unofficially, the silence of a man who knew too much. Security footage was accidentally deleted. Guards fell asleep. The cameras were malfunctioning. His death wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a purge. Names on that list started dropping one by one. Some retired, some disappeared, some found God. The temple was left abandoned, but at night, passing fishermen still report lights flickering inside. Others say they hear music-soft piano coming from deep underground. In 2023, a billionaire developer purchased the island to turn it into a resort, but every construction team that arrived reported the same thing: GPS interference. Radios malfunctioning near the temple. Strange carvings found in the soil symbols not found in any modern language. One worker went missing for 2 days and was found barefoot, whispering, "He's still here, he never left." The public sees only what it's allowed, but the truth lives in fragments and stories passed among whistleblowers, in redacted files, and in the silent space behind the temple door. It wasn't just an island. It was a machine, and someone still has the keys.